but we continue to just kind of sit here with, VIX has been kind of creeping higher a little bit. Meanwhile, the S&P has been pretty flat. So that setup still is kind of there. Story is changing a little bit today, especially as we're now getting closer and closer to November expiration. But there is definitely still some perceived risk in the market. I mean, it's been unable to hold into the 14s. 15 seems to be the new 14. If orange is the new black, then 15 is the new 12. With that, we're seeing UVXY and VXX soften up a touch, although not the way they were. And some of the commodities have kind of figured it out. If you look at kind of the long bonds are still kind of getting beaten down. We're still seeing gold. It's just in a complete rout after the Fed speak last week. And some of the good earnings names continue to have tons of momentum. Look at Amazon, up big. Look at Google. Facebook, it crushed earnings last night. They're up $5.85 right now. So Facebook having another nice move. So just kind of moves abound. Where there's some real strength is in financials now that there's some perceived rate hike. You could see Goldman back over 200 and JP Morgan make a run at 70 in the next couple of days. On the day, I think volatility will soften throughout the day. You could see some of these social media stocks rally all day. We've now seen LinkedIn, Facebook, Amazon, and Google all kind of crush it, and Apple. And so, it's just been kind of the new tech is having a great cycle, right? Along with some of the kind of high-end retail, even the mid-tier. I mean, even Michael Kors could hit earnings. Doesn't mean some of the other names will. I mean, but it seems like we've hit the bottom in some of these even mid-tier areas, mid-tier retail names. So, I guess the next question is where to next, and the question is how deep is this pause going to be at around 2100? It feels a lot like the market is kind of falling back into the trap that we were in for a few months back in June and July, or kind of May and June, where we're kind of bouncing between levels. But then again, it could just be simply that we're at a near-term top and we're going to make a run back at 2000. Who knows? Right now, the way the VIX is pricing, there is certainly a larger perceived risk and a larger demand for insurance, and that's going to be a real problem for things and the way things are pricing themselves. I would not be a huge seller of volatility here. I just don't think that there's, maybe on a day trade, but I think a big fall sale here probably is not going to work out as well as you might hope. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Not a lot of earnings, not a lot more earnings coming out today. Not a lot of big names. We're kind of through most of earnings season, but there's still a little bit of chance for, there's still a few more companies to report over the next few days. So could be a few more outliers. Okay, folks, on that note, if you got questions, you can email me, marketoptions.com. You can call me, 888-TRADE-01. A reminder, this is for education purposes only. Oh, and I forgot to record. Oh, I did. Somebody recorded. All right, good.
I recorded, dude. You got to tell me that.
Awesome. You're a freaking lifesaver.
There you go.
All right, folks. Well, we did record. All right, everybody. Have a great morning, and we'll be back with to talk some serious trades here shortly.